Hi folks, poor Uncle Joe here with your Sunday afternoon story. I often wonder if we were to ask people what they think of us and use only one word, which word they would use. I fear for me that the word they would use would be cheap. Now, I don't like that word. I prefer the word frugal. I think I'm pretty frugal. Well, I think most people think that I'm cheap. Now, for example, I've been going to the same dentist for a long time. Now, he knows that I'm pretty frugal. So I called him up the other day and I said, tell me something. What do you charge for root canal? He said, oh, that's expensive. And I said, well, now take it easy on me. You know I'm kind of frugal. He said, $400 is the best I can do. Whoa, I said, whoa, $400? I said, come on, you can do better than that. Come on, 400, come on, that's out of this world. And he said, I tell you what I'll do. If you can take just half a shot of Novocaine, I'll do it for 300. Whoa, I said, 300? That's a lot of money. And he said, well, I know you're kind of cheap. I said, no, frugal. He said, okay, I'll tell you what. No Novocaine at all, $200. I said, is that the absolute rock bottom price? He said, that's the best I can do. I said, okay then. I'll have my wife over there first thing in the morning. Well, that's my story for today, folks. But now, since we're all going through this problem that we're having with the coronavirus, I think we could all use a little extra story today. So I have a second one to tell you this afternoon. And this story is hopefully so that all of us will get to appreciate what we have more than we do now. I think sometimes the best things we have are right in front of us and we don't realize it. Let me tell you a little story that shows what I'm talking about. I used to have a job as a traveling salesman. No, it's not that kind of story. I had a job as a traveling salesman, and I'm driving down a dirt road one day out in the country, and all of a sudden my car shuts off. I get out of the car, and I look around, and about 1/8 of a mile down the road I see a farmhouse, but maybe I can fix it myself. So I get out and I open the hood. I'm looking around, checking the wires, seeing if anything's loose. And all of a sudden I hear this voice. It's the carburetor. What was that? I look around, there's nobody around. I thought I must be hearing things. So I go back to monkeying with the car, and again I hear that voice. It's the carburetor. There's nobody around. But there is a horse in the field over here on my left, standing by the fence, and he's looking right at me. I thought, no, it can't be the horse. So I go back to monkeying with the car, but I'm peeking over to the left, keeping my eye on that horse. And sure enough, I see his mouth moving. It's the carburetor. Well, I never saw a talking horse before, so I got scared. And I started down the road towards the farmhouse, and I started running. And I get to the farmhouse, and I'm banging on the door, and the farmer comes out. He says, what do you want? I said, is that your horse down there? He said, yeah, that's my horse. And I said, I was working on my car, and your horse told me it's the carburetor. And the farmer said, oh, don't pay any attention to him. He doesn't know anything about carburetors. See, he had a great horse there, and he didn't even know it. So don't overlook what's around you, folks. Your family could be the best thing you have. Well, thanks for looking in today, and we'll see you next Sunday around this time for Poor Uncle Joe's Sunday Story.